Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Masters of the Universe Mondo unboxing. This time, we got the Goddess.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back with another one, another female, this time with the Goddess. But for all your Goddess needs, I guess eBay, as this was available from Mondo, Shop Mondo, Mondo Shop, timed edition, pre-order edition, whatever you want to call it, officially shipping out right now, but possibly in the future, maybe Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description down below. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the Goddess, a variant of Teela, makes a lot of sense. They were going to put this one out. I don't hate it necessarily. Obviously, there's some characters like Ram Man that I would have liked to have had ahead of this one, but it is getting the most out of your molds. There'll be some twists and turns along the way. But it's a great way to get some use out of some of the different looks that maybe I didn't use or maybe you didn't use with the Teela figure before. You can use right now, much like the kind of snake head, that's what we'll call it. I didn't use that on my Teela, and I will use it on this one, is at least my plan. But let's dive into it. Let's see what's going on with the Green Goddess. Reminds me of a drink my wife drinks, but looking good in green right here. Very cool. Got all the snakes going around. Every snake loves the Goddess, as we know. Mondo seal of approval down low. On the side, 1/6 scale figure. Masters of the Universe, the Goddess. Same thing over here, deluxe figure. And then we get the back, get a little bit of blurb action there. We're going to read that. Let's see what it says about our old friend, the Goddess. The Goddess, mystic guardian of Eternia, bestowed with a magical birthright, Teela harnessed the power of Ka. It's a lot like the power of Todd, if I'm not mistaken, Todd and farther from the couch. Unfortunately, Mark Summers on the couch today. No power out of the Double Dare Mark Summers. But power of Ka to become the Goddess, protector of Castle Grayskull and the planet of Eternia. Now the Goddess arms and protects the heroic warriors in their noble battle against evil, preserving the ancient forces of the universe with the strength to rebuild realms. How about that? This is not a toy for those keeping track at home. It says it right on the back of the package. You kids get the heck out of here. There's the old Goddess locked down in the package. Very cool. Love the green colors throughout on this one. Really, really does pop. And of course, green always pops when we're talking Oakland A's baseball. Shout out to the A's. Shout out to the 89 A's. My favorite A's, as we know. Goddess, whipping it out and whipping out my Goddess. We do get all kinds of extra stuff, though. Got that going on there. And then you got the figure itself looking very good in the plastic prism. But I'm going to take this offline, get all the wrapping, all that stuff out of here, and we'll be back talking all things the Goddess. All right, let's dive into the Goddess, the Green Goddess here. And let's start with the accessories. Once again, to get the Masters of the Universe stand, we see these all the time. We're dancing back and forth between different stands, as we've seen recently. The Buzz-Off figure, the creature from the Black Lagoon. Check out those unboxings on the channel. Had the more deluxe stand. This is the little bit lighter weight stand, which we've seen before. Makes sense for the female figures, I guess. We do get the stand as usual. Diving into the rest of the stuff, I'm noticing a trend here as I am filming back-to-back the Evil Lyn unboxing, so check that one out as well, and this Goddess one. And we're seeing reuse of some things like the hands. In the hand department here, 2 Fists of Fury. 2 conjuring hands. Got those going on. I'm going to conjure a spell. We get very mystical, maniacal hands. Now, we saw all these hands with Evil Lyn in the other video. And then the 2 gripping hands, which most likely I'll end up using for this one. Obviously, green color instead of the pale whitish gray color we got with Evil Lyn. But looking good in the hands department. Pretty much all the bases covered. And as we say, be it Mondo, Hasbro, NECA, all points in between, you got to get the most out of your molds. We know how that goes, and they did that right here. We do get her shield. She's ready to protect herself. Very nice and ornate. No dings or dents. She must not use this very often, but we get the shield here for the Goddess. Now, we do get a big spear. She's ready to take on all comers with this one. Nice point on the end. Got the silver and gold attack. A little bit of maroon. Got the handle right up top here. Nice ornate on the end as well. Nice weapon. Nice weapon. Ready to take on all comers once again. And then we get the snake staff, very, very iconic. Tila had this, she had this. You got to get this out here, but it is very cool. As a kid, I always talk about it with the original Masters of the Universe toy line in the 80s. I remember going back into my bins, my part bins, and grabbing this out, obviously a lot smaller rubber edition, and I would use that to kill Duke in my Fig Fed all the time. Yes, I killed Duke, Mark and Todd. Had to put him in his place, just like what should have happened in the G.I. Joe movie once upon a time. But I remember using this with Serpentor. Serpentor cocked that bad boy back, drilled Duke in the heart, and nature took its course from there. But we do get the big version here. Love to see that. Very, very iconic. One of the most iconic accessories of the 80s, if you ask me. Diving in over here, believe we saw this with Tila as well. Got the sword going on, nice silver blade. Very ornate on these weapons. They're going to be heartbroken if their weapon breaks, they lose it in battle or something, because these are very, very ornate. Got the strap over the top here to hold on to it. Got the sheath ready to go. Once again, very ornate, just like the weapon. Love to see it. We love to see it. You know it. But then we get a little effect piece. You can put this around the staff. You can put this about anywhere. I thought this is I guess this is. It is. I was going to say it looks like a snake head, but it is. It's like a snake effect. So that is pretty cool. And it's on brand for the goddess. She's controlling all the snakes. But I was like, boy, this almost looks like a snake. And well, lo and behold, it is. You know me, I'm a sucker for translucent plastic. Absolutely love that there as well. So we got that going on. Now we do get the hood, and I guess we'll dive into this here in a second. We do get the cape. It is cape season after all. We're in the heart of cape season, boy. Mark Summers, it's nice to see you wearing a cape here. He's really living that cape season life. But we do got the cape over the top. Got the high collar, welcome her into Club Grayskull as well. Got the chain, but you pop the head off, or actually you can throw this over the top. Very see-through here, almost like a negligee or some lingerie or something, but a very cool see-through cape. Not sure this is helping in those brisk winds of cape season, but maybe it is, But it gives a little extra pizzazz to the figure as a whole. So I like to see that cape there. But now we're going to dive into the head sculpt departments here, and we're going to start right out of the package here with the long hair version. You got it long, stringy down. Almost looks like she just hopped out of the shower is what the hair reminds me of. You got the tiara in the front. You got a little snake right there looking good to staring you dead in the middle. Got snake eyes, extra creepy here. Got those slits in the eyes. Red lipstick, green skin tone. We're used to that here, but looking very, very good. Very good head sculpt. Now the second one, very similar to this one, except a smiling head. Extra dangerous with this. And we're seeing a pattern. Reminds you a lot of the Evil Lynn ones we just unboxed recently, but very cool here. You got the same tiara going on. It is not removable. You got the long hair down in the front. Same eyes going on, but you do get the difference in the mouth. You're seeing a little bit of teeth and a little yellowing on this teeth. Maybe she needs to keep up with her brushing a little bit better, but it looks good. It depends how you like your heads, I guess. And I love a little head, as you guys know. But here is the third and final head, a little bit of a 2-in-1 head. You can have it just here. She's got the helmet, skull protector going on. Very nice. Once again, all the hallmarks of the other heads here. Got the red lipstick looking good. But this one is to be used in conjunction with the snake armor. We'll call it snake armor. Now, we saw this with Tila as well. I was really on the fence with Tila of using this one. I ended up not doing it, but I will use this with this head here. This plugs right in there over the top. And this is how I'm going to have my goddess displayed. Very, very iconic. If you go back to the original Masters like I do and throughout the years, the different lines, a very, very iconic one. I'm not going to use it for Tila from Mondo, but I'm going to use it for the goddess here. So cool to have options. Almost too many options sometimes with these Mondo figures. I don't know about you guys and you gals out there. I'd be okay Mondo dialing the price back just a little bit and give me one less head, one extra or one less set of hands. Dial the price back a little bit and do some of that, especially in these very expensive times to be a collector, but is what it is. But now here we are. We're going to dive into the goddess herself. Feel like we've been here before with Tila, She-Ra, Evil Lynn. We know how it works by now, but looking good here. Green skin tone throughout once again. Looks like an alien. Reminds you of that alien from the original Star Trek. Now, I never saw a Star Trek episode. You boys ever seen Star Trek? Only Deep Space Nine for you, Mark Summers. That's the only one you ever watched? Wow. And Todd, only the cartoon of the original Star Trek. So we got some wild cards, some wild card Star Trek fans over here. Man, Deep Space Nine, that's a heavy hitter, I think. Wasn't Worf in that one too? Oh boy, but it looks like that alien that was making out with Shatner back in the day. Kind of has that same vibe to it here. Got the beautiful bra over the top. Got a little snake charmers there. That's the only thing she's charming. Got a little snake in the front dangling down. Very cool. You do get this belt. We saw the same belt before with Tila and Evil Lynn. just painted a little bit different. Got the forearm protection, got the bicep bands. We're seeing a theme here. We're getting the most out of our molds. Looking very good. She's got her beautiful green underwear on here. You got the gold trim to the green underwear, looking very nice. 2 slapping hands out of the package. She's ready to conjure a spell or slap you in the face. Be careful with that. We do get the fur-lined boots at the top, like we saw with Evil Lynn. Very similar. Got the wrappings here. Everything looking good. And then you even got the snakes down here. Now, we saw that with Evil Lynn once again. So they're using a lot of this stuff over and over. Makes sense with these Mondo figures. They're very expensive, so they're going to try to save and repaint, reuse like everybody else does in all these other toy lines. Now, her arms do go around. You are limited by those shoulder guards, just like Evil Lynn. No bicep cut, but you get the single jointed elbow and the side to side. Hands back and forth, side to side. Will say the joint's extremely smooth right here. You know we love that. A little bit of movement at the top, a little bit of movement in the waist, nothing to write home about. As we always say with these Mondos, they dance that line between statue and action figure. Legs out a little bit, nothing absolutely wild. Leg goes up a little bit, nothing wild. Double jointed pinless knees, pinless throughout on this one, but nice smooth joints on the knees. You get side to side as well. Ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. The usual articulation here for the Mondo figures, and especially the Mondo figure, or female figures, I should say. But looking good here is the Goddess. Now, this one, a bit of a deep cut. Now, a lot of us are familiar with the character, but I have to imagine not everybody, let's be honest, is a Mondo completist. They're not buying all of these. You got to pick and choose a little bit. Have to imagine this one didn't sell in the same velocity of Evil Lynn or Teela. It just makes sense. It's not as popular of a character, but it is a striking character. That green really, really pops, almost like an electric green. So I do think there'll be some people after this one, maybe in the future a little bit more than maybe right now, or maybe not. You guys tell me in the comments down below. See if we can get her to stand right here. With a little bit of help, we'll put her right up her crotch, right up there. That's what we're going to do. And there we go. It's the old Goddess. But we got to compare the Goddesses of friends. How about we compare it, is she an it? But there she is against Teela, obviously the natural comparison here. There is some differences here, as we know, but between these two and Evil Lynn, we'll have her in the glamour shots. A lot of reuse between the three to make different figures. We also got the OG She-Ra right here. I did have to pass on the upcoming She-Ra. It breaks my heart, but $1,000 for her in Swiftwind was just too much for my pocketbook right now. But this one does look good. Not as good as the one upcoming, but did I need 2 She-Ras in my collection? I don't know. Maybe a long game. Maybe I'll wait for a deal. Maybe I'll happenstance come across a She-Ra down the road with Swiftwind. We'll see what happens. But there it is. 3 of the ladies from Eternia. Be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Are these must-haves for you? Did you need either of these in your collection? Any of these in your collection? Or are you one of those, I don't need females in my collection? There is some of those as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, if that's your thing. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. Conveniently enough, the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for Teela, the Goddess, and She-Ra, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
I'm solid gold.